Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Crystal and this is my social thread. So today is a Friday sews vlog for you. It is July, it's the third week in July now, and unfortunately I have been quite busy with sewing and just family life in general. We went on holiday, lots of bits and pieces. There was a heat wave, so there was no sewing done at that point. So I just want to go through with you what I've been up to over the past two and a half weeks ish. So the first and foremost, what I'm wearing is the Tilly and the Buttons Tabitha t-shirt dress. I'll stand up for you. It's actually, you can't really see. Let me just I'll take a picture. I'll pop up a picture of myself wearing it. And this is the Tilly in the Buttons Tabitha t-shirt dress, as I say, from her Make It Simple book. And I have been kind of obsessed with this because I made one. Was this the first one I made? This was the first one I made. This is my toile, and this fabric is from, this is actually from Jenny Stitch's fabric. It's a lovely cotton jersey, a baby blue background with sort of blossoms. So this is from Jenny Stitch's fabrics, as I say. They also do this. I've seen this also in Pound Fabrics, and they do it in a pink and a black colorway as well. And the matching ribbing I just had in my stash. So here is the pattern. It's the drawstring dress, and basically what it is it's just a it's the Tabitha t-shirt, which is this part here, so you can do short sleeve or long sleeve, and then it shows you how to draft your own skirt piece. All the instructions are here, where to measure yourself, how to draft that, and then you attach the skirt to the top, and then you add a drawstring, and it's a really nice dress. It's really comfy, it's really satisfying to make. I did most of it on my overlocker, apart from the top stitching on the neckline, and also I basted the cuffing, the ribbing to the neck first to make sure it was okay before I put it on the overlocker. And I really like it. So in terms of making the pattern, Tilly's instructions, as always, are very good. Some things, so the size I went for was a size 5 at the hips, at the bust, sorry, and then I graded down to a size 4 in the waist. So the pattern, let me get it out for you. So the measurements for this pattern, you know what I'm trying to say, not measurements, size range for this pattern. There you go. So body measurements, it starts from a UK size 6, bust of 30 inches, waist of 24 inches, all the way up to a size UK 24, bust of 48 inches, waist of 42 inches. So I went for a size 5 at the bust and graded down to a size 4, which is a perfect fit actually. In terms of what I will do next time, because I've now sewn it up, I think it's a great pattern. Very easy, as I say, very satisfying to make. So when sewing the waist channel, I will add the cord as I'm sewing it through, rather than sewing the channel and then getting, as usual, sort of a safety pin with the cord and threading it through, you know, all the way around. So when you're sewing the waist channel, you can just lay it flat whilst you're sewing the waist channel around it, and that's an easier way to do it, I find. Also, the eyelets, when I make the eyelets, when I attach the eyelets to the dress, let me show you. So this is the kit that I have. I have this hemline eyelet kit with a tool for fixing it. So what you get in there is you get sort of that part, and then this part goes behind it. So you can see the pieces there. And then you get a tool to fix it together. So you get this little piece here where you put this part of the eyelet, you put your fabric on there, then you put the second part on top, and then you use this sort of kind of hammer thing, put that on top, and then you hammer it down really hard on top of there. So what I found, it does instruct you to use this as well as to puncture your hole, to make your hole in your fabric. So this hole is obviously the same size as that hole, but what I found when I've done that on jersey, even with interfacing, the fabric seems to get bigger, the hole seems to get bigger, and then it kind of comes out the edge, and then that's basically ruined. You have to do it again, or add sort of another piece of fabric underneath it, but you still have to take the whole eyelet out. So what I now do, and I've made a note of it because sometimes I have forgotten, I have one of these kits, tool things. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's basically like a puncher, and it's got various sized holes that you can use. I'm not sure where I got it from, to be honest. I think when I was still practicing law, I used to use this to puncture to put holes in wills and things. When I used to draft wills, I used to use this as an individual sort of hole puncher thing. I think that's where I got it from, but there you go. What does it say on it? Yeah, it's just a company where it's from. It's made in Germany. So I use that instead. So I use the smallest hole. So that hole is probably, I don't know, a quarter of the size of that, and then I stretch the fabric around the eyelet, so then it's nice and snug so it doesn't come out, and then I proceed to use this tool, hammer it in, and then it works really, really nicely. So I will show you the other I'm really lost for words at the moment. The other tab of the t-shirt dresses that I've made. Let me pop up a photo of this one that I'm going to show you now. And this is my second Tabitha t-shirt dress, and it's made up in the beautiful Atelier Brunette cotton jersey. I mean, how amazing is that? The colours are so vibrant, even more so in real life. So it's sort of a navy striped watercolour type print with lovely bright flowers in orange and pink. And I got this from Little Miss So-and-so. They were doing a 15% sort of off their new fabrics, and Art Gallery was one of them. And then I just got matching ribbing or contrasting ribbing from, I'm not quite sure, Minerva or something. And this is my second one. The drawstring as well is probably from Minerva as well. So these are the eyelets that I'm talking about for the waistband. There you go. And then with regards to the waistband, what I was talking about, instead of sewing the waistband and then using a safety pin to thread the cord through, what I've done for this one is, as I'm sewing, sorry, it's really bad inside, but it's you can't see it. As I'm sewing this channel in, I already feed the cord through. I sandwich the cord through, and then I sew it down, so then you have an all-in-one inserted cord into your waistband without having to do it afterwards. So that's what I do from now on. Also, with regards to sewing the label, this label was beautifully sewn down. I was very, very proud of it. Sewing is my superpower. Unfortunately, I decided to top stitch it after I'd done the label, and so obviously that's gone on top of there. So from now on, I've made a note in my little notebook to make sure that I top stitch first and then add the label towards the end. But yeah, the top stitching on that is actually quite nice. And I've just used my stretch stitch on my machine. I would have used my Mariflax thread, but I didn't have navy. I guess I could have used black. I only have it in black and white, the Mariflex thread, which is the stretchy Gutterman's thread. So that's that one. Very, very happy about that one. And then the third one that I've made is, this is a photo of it. So exactly the same thing. But this is in a beautiful rust fabric from Higgs and Higgs, I believe. And then this was from Jelly Fabrics, just a matching ribbing. So for this one, as you can see, I top stitched it first. Let me show you the top stitching on that. I top stitched the ribbing down first before I added the label, so that looks much more professionally inserted, which is nice. Again, I did the same thing with the eyelets and the drawstring, and I really, really like it. And then the third one I made, exactly the same again. This is in a, I think this is a viscose jersey because it's slightly less weighty, and it's more drapey, I suppose, as well. So I believe this was from either Higgs and Higgs or Fabric Godmother, I'm not quite sure. So it's a baby pink with sort of a gold, kind of like a leopard print, but maybe not. And I've top stitched it again in a contrasting color there. And then my label, again, I did that right at the end so that the top stitching doesn't interfere with it. It's got matching cords. So these cords I've either gotten from Minerva Crafts or Little Legs, and they're very good. And I buy 2 meters of each. Normally, actually, you would only need sort of 1.5 meters, but with most of these things, they come in 1 meter. So I just got 2 meters, and that's that. And the picture of me wearing it. So now I have 1, 2, 3 plus the one that I'm wearing, and I have a couple more planned. Some are for my daughter for when she goes to summer camp because she likes them, and for me it's just, I think I'm going to wear these every day. They're so comfy, they're so easy to wear, lovely in the summer, lovely bright prints, and I'm really liking them. And now that I've made one, so after my first one, which is the one that I'm wearing, I was able to finish one whole dress in 2 hours, including cutting. Like, it was amazing. That's how, it's kind of like one of those patterns that you can easily batch sew because it's so easy. You don't need to look at the instructions, mostly on the overlocker. And even when you insert the neckband, it's just such a satisfying feeling to insert a neckband, and it's lovely and flat and it looks amazing. So so that's what I've been up to. The other thing that I made actually is another hoodie, the Daddy Melian hoodie, and I'll pop up a photo. Unfortunately, I don't have this to hand anymore because it was a present for my goddaughter, so I've given it to her already. So this is very similar to the first one I made for my godson, actually. The colours are slightly different in that the top is a purpley burgundy, whilst the one I made for my godson was a burgundy. So that's that. And the next thing I made was, yes, my blogger project for Little Miss So-and-so, which was the saltwater slip. I have made that, and it's over here. I won't go into too much detail, but I will link the review for it below. I'll just quickly show you. Saltwater slip there, and it's an Atelier Brunette viscose crepe. And to go with that, I made a t-shirt to go underneath. And this is the, you'll never guess it, it's the Tabitha t-shirt by Tilly and the Buttons. So it's the same t-shirt pattern, and it's just a beautiful, I really like this one. I think this is my favorite make of the week because it's just a simple, crisp, white, basic t-shirt that I have made myself. And there it says this is the back. I've forgotten to top stitch it. I must top stitch that there. So that's so I made that to go with the saltwater slip, and as I say, I will link below the review for that for you. What else have I been up to? Oh, I have also received my next blogger project kit from Jenny Stitches Fabrics. So the recent make that I had made for her was the Cleo Pinafore by Tilly and the Buttons, and that is going up on her blog at some point. And once that's been published on her blog, I can then show it on my Instagram and on my YouTube. So I can't show you that yet, unfortunately. And then my next project for her is this. Let me show you. I have decided to do the Sew Over It Eve dress. So I have got it printed out on A0. So Jenny printed that out for me. Thank you very much. Have I got the pattern here? Yes, I have got the pattern here. This is the Sew Over It Eve dress here. And basically what it is a woven wrap dress, but it's got some lovely details in that it's got sort of like a front, do you call it a yoke? A front yoke bit with some gathering here. And then the sleeves, you've got the long sleeves, the short sleeves, and also sort of like these flutter sleeves, which are really nice and airy. They look a bit more feminine and flouncy. It's a full wrap dress. Also, you've got the version of having a high-low hem, which is quite nice. So it's low at the front, low at the back, high at the front, which is quite nice. And that goes up to a measurement wise size 6, bust of 31, waist of 24, all the way up to a size 20, bust of 45, waist of 38. And the fabric I decided to go for from Jenny's wonderful shop is this beautiful Stunner. Ta-da! So this is Fabric Godmother's own collection. It's a viscose crepe, and it's called Pinky, I think. But it's like a baby pinky salmon background with lovely flowers on there. And when I saw that, I just thought that is definitely an Eve. So on the Sew Over It website, Lisa Comfort does have an Eve made up in a similar fabric, but it's white with a floral, and I just thought that just looked, I just think it would be perfect for the Eve. So there you go. So that's what I'm planning to make for Jenny next. The other thing that I received recently was the other kit for All Set to Sew So Luxurious kit, which again will be shown. I'll link the video below. It's the same video where I reveal my saltwater slip, so I'll show you that below. And what is it? The next thing that I've been up to, what else have I been up to? Oh, fabric buying. So I have bought quite a few bits of fabric, namely from Pound Fabrics, which is amazing. So I will show you the bits that I have bought. I bought some lovely cotton jersey to make my daughter the same tab of the t-shirt dress. So I got it in a navy with boats, and also the white with the same boats, and sort of the red bits are slightly metallic. Now, when I saw this on the website, they reminded me very much of the Lady McElroy cotton jersey, but instead I think this was like $6.99 a meter. Lady McElroy would be like £15 a meter, and I thought I would just get that because it's much cheaper. But in hindsight, now that I've seen it, the print, the boats are slightly larger, so I think it's more suitable for sort of child wear, not child wear, like teenage child wear rather than adult wear, whilst the Lady McElroy boats I believe are slightly smaller. So anyway, my daughter has prefers this one to the white version, so I've already cut this out for a Tabitha t-shirt dress for her. And I have the matching ribbing, which I got from Pound Fabrics as well, and the matching cord. So I've got that matching ribbing and the cord. The cord is from Minerva Crafts, so that's that. The lovely thing about Pound Fabrics is that you can return your items if you don't like them for any reason, as long as they're unused, uncut, unwashed. So I am going to be returning this white because nobody likes it in the family, and also it's a good chance to get some money back. The other thing also I bought was some, so this was listed on the website as I think cotton lycra with spandex. Now, to me, I read that as being some sort of cotton jersey, but obviously that's not. It's spandex. So basically, it's swimwear material or exercise clothing material. So I got this fabric here. Again, because I thought it was cotton jersey, I was going to make my daughter a Tabitha t-shirt dress, but it is a swimwear fabric. So it's lovely and stretchy. It's white in the reverse, but it's very good quality, I think. Like the colours don't go white or anything. It's really, really nice. And I also bought it in the cherries. Again, thinking it was cotton jersey because my daughter is off to summer camp and she wanted a couple of new items to bring with her. So I can't make her a Tabitha t-shirt dress out of that. So I'm returning this one. This one I can't make her a Tabitha t-shirt dress out of either, but I really like that because it's swimwear fabric, and actually I've not seen, it's quite hard to find swimwear fabric, especially with a lovely print like this. So I'm going to keep this for future use. And then the other thing I bought from Pound Fabrics was just quite a few ribbings. I think they do them for $4.99 each, so there's some colours there. I'm waiting for an order from Lamazi Fabrics, some more art gallery jerseys, and I wanted to match some of those with that. And the ones that I won't, that don't match, I will be returning with the rest of the Pound Fabrics returns that I'm going to make. And that's it. So that's what I've been up to. I have made a couple of other dresses as well, but I think I will try and squeeze that onto my next Friday Sews vlog because otherwise, because it's so close to the end of the month, I'm going to do my roundup of the month of July and it will just be a complete repetition. So I think I will save that actually for my July roundup so that not everything is a complete repetition. And yeah, well, thank you so much for everybody that has watched and that has followed me. I think I'm up to sort of 1,200 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you so much. If you are liking the contents of my vlog, then please do consider liking, subscribing, and telling your other sewing friends about my channel. I do have some more interviews coming up as well. Please have a look on my channel for my other vlogs. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.